Microsoft Word, Part 1. In this tutorial, you will learn how to set up the page and how to add a watermark. Welcome to Microsoft Word. I'm sure many of you have used this program before, but hopefully we'll be able to show you a few things that are new and interesting. Before we begin, as usual, let's take our tour. We'll start by saving our project. The Save button is up here at the top left. I'm going to save this as Word Project, and I'm going to save it on the desktop in my Microsoft Word folder. The thing that may be different to those of you who are new to this program, especially those of you who are Mac users, is what is called the ribbon. Rather than having drop-down menus, Microsoft Word now has ribbons where each of the tools are across the top. When you click on Page Layout, you get each of those options. And so it's visual, and of course each of those you have drop-downs from there. But it's not like the old menus. In addition, as you add in new things, new ribbons will pop up on the side here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the page layout. We're going to be making a flyer or a handout for your class. And so what we want to do is we want to make it so that the print goes as far, the ink goes as far as the printer will allow us. Because a lot of these are going to have maybe a color background. Under Page Layout, click on Margins, and then click on Custom Margins. We're going to change each of the margins to 0.17. This will give us the maximum area on which we can print. It says it's outside the printable area, but it's not, so just say OK. Oops. Say ignore. If we wanted to change the orientation, that would also be under the page layout ribbon. So we can make it either landscape or portrait. Also, for now, I want to see as much of the paper as possible, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Now everything appears on one page. Now that we have the page set up as we want, we're going to start by adding a watermark. And the idea here is that there's going to be a light, transparent image in the background that will give it some color, and it'll be light enough that we'll be able to put text over it, and you'll still be able to read the text. There's different ways to do this, and in the future, if you have questions on how to put in watermarks, we can work with that. But for now, we're just going to do a simple way, which is adding a watermark. To do that, we go to the Page Layout button, and we click on Watermark. And it has some pre-made watermarks that you would use in business, draft, and sample. Those aren't really important to us. We're using this to add in an image. So we're going to use a custom watermark. And what we want to do is we want to make a picture watermark. Then we click on Select Picture. And I'm going to go to my Microsoft Word folder. Then I will click on Hot Pepper Background. Everything else you can leave as is. Click OK, and you see it gives us this picture, but it makes it very light, and it's in the background, so we can't move it around. It's just fixed there. Now the important thing about watermarks is, for some strange reason, they will not always print right away. You have to enable that option. To do that, we're going to click on the Windows button here. Then under Print and Print Preview, and we're going to change it under Options. So it's going to print background colors and images. So in addition to the watermark, a lot of people like to maybe make a red background or a pink background or something like that. And it won't print by default, and this confuses people all the time. So if for some reason you know you put a background in there but it's not showing up, that's what you need to check. So I will close the print preview. In case you're wondering, page color is what you'd use if you wanted to give the background, a different color. So I think that's all the time we have for now. In the next tutorial, we'll go into adding in columns and adding in more images and formatting text.